Hello everyone, this is Petko Alexandrov and I'm very happy to welcome you to another video regarding Forex, when to buy, when to sell it. In our academy we share everything we know for the Forex market, for the cryptos, the stocks, and we want to make simply useful content for all beginners. And you should know how the market works even before you risk a single dollar. Okay, so take your time to watch more and more videos, online courses, and anything that is useful which will protect you from losing money. Now, I am not recording in front of my screen this video because first I want to explain what exactly means Forex, when to buy it and when to sell it, and how actually you're selling the Forex market. And then I will make a second video from my trading screen and I will give you a few strategies, not just one, which you can use for the Forex, and you will know when to buy it and when to sell it. Okay, so first of all, the Forex market, this is the biggest one out there. Okay, these are all the transactions that happen from banks to institutions, hedge funds, managers on huge corporations who exchange one currency for another, a British company working in the United States taking its profits at the end of the month and transferring or exchanging pounds or dollars to pounds or vice versa. This moves the market. Okay, that's the Forex market, everything that involves currencies. And by the time I'm recording this video, the Forex market has over $5 billion daily transactions. Okay, that's a lot, guys. It's a huge market. Okay, that's why we as small traders or small players, we need to be very careful. We need to understand how it works. Anyway, we can be just wiped up, right? We can blow our accounts easily, and that's not something you want to experience. I can tell you from my personal experience as a beginner, I didn't spend enough time learning. I didn't spend a lot of time to understand how it works. I was very passionate. I knew that I will conquer it, and okay, it didn't happen this way. It took me quite a long time. It took me a lot of time to learn, and back in those days it was a little bit harder than now. There was no YouTube videos and there were no free courses or paid courses online. I had to travel to London to learn trading. It took me a lot of time and money, but I never regret I did that, right? What I do now, I create a lot of videos and online courses to be useful for everyone who starts. So, how to buy and sell the Forex market is something which turns out not to be very difficult if you understand how it works. So let's take euro dollar as a currency pair, because that's the most traded currency pair. It has the lowest spread, which makes it suitable for beginner traders. The spread is difference between the bid and the ask price. Okay, just like on the exchange bureau, when you go for a vacation or you go to the bank to exchange your currency for a currency that you need, and there are always two rates, right? The bid and the ask, or the buy and the sell. One is more expensive than the other one. There is a difference between the two, and this is because they have to profit, right? The bank, the exchange bureau, they're not doing exchanges just for you to feel comfortable on your excursion, right? They do it for profits. That's why a very small difference is there with the euro dollar. So if you buy euro dollar, what you're buying actually is you're buying the euro and you are selling the dollar. And if you sell euro dollar, you are selling the euro and you are buying the dollar. So you predict or you expect that the dollar will rise. That's why you are selling euro dollar for the purpose to buy it on a cheaper price or to close the position on a cheaper price, and you profit out of that, right? So how that all works? First, you need a broker, which is a company that will allow you trading, open an account with it. and then you need to fund an account. Now keep in mind that most of the brokers has demo trading accounts, which means you will be able to trade with virtual money and you won't be risking anything while you're learning, and that's the best thing out there. Okay, start with a demo account. When you decide that you want to trade with real money, you fund your account, let's say with $1,000 or $10,000, and your money are with the broker. Now you will be using this money to buy euro dollar, but at the same time you can sell euro dollar before buying it previously. That's something that most of the beginners don't understand. So selling the market is when you expect the asset to fall and you open a short trade. This is how it's called. When you're selling, it's called short trade. So understanding how Forex works and Forex, when to buy and when to sell it, is according to the strategy that you will be using. But at any moment you can buy the market, you can sell the market. And when you are selling it, simply this is called CFD trading. I don't want to go into details, but CFD trading means contract for difference. So I'm not actually purchasing the asset, or I'm not actually selling the asset. When I say I'm selling euro dollar, or when I said I'm selling euro buying dollars, it doesn't mean that in my trading account with the broker will exchange my initial euro, for example, for dollars, and in my account I will have dollars. No, you have the amount, your currency, right? The one that you funded the account with, and you're just using that amount of money to buy and sell. And every time you buy and sell, this is called CFD trading, contract for difference. So every time you're doing a contract with the broker, that if you sell and the price drops and I close the position there, the broker will pay me this difference as a profit. At the same time, if I buy and the price drops and I close the trade, I will lose this difference. That's why it's called contract for difference. And this is how the trading works. Okay, I'm not exchanging actual euro for dollars. You are participating on the Forex market, but you are not interacting the price, right? Doesn't matter if you are selling it or buying it, this will not affect the euro dollar rate, no matter how much you're trading with, simply because you're not exchanging real euro for real dollars. This is how the brokers offer bitcoins, this is how they offer stocks, this is how they offer indexes, futures. It's all CFDs. Okay, I know there are some brokers now starting to offer real shares, real cryptos, but maybe by the time you're watching that video in a few years time, they will be offering real assets. But even it's not real, that's how the trading works for decades now. Okay, so the thing is, when Forex buy and when to sell it, comes the question to use a strict strategy. Okay, so you will know exactly at which moment it is suitable to buy euro dollar and it is suitable to sell euro dollar. So that's very basics, guys. This is like the first thing you need to understand before you start trading. Anyway, you will just blow your account easily because you won't understand the Forex money management, something important. You need to have a good money management into your account. You need to have a strict strategy which you will follow, and you need to have patience. Okay, Forex trading, it's not for the people who want to become rich in 2 days. Probably you're more of a casino guy, or you want to you have bigger chance on the lottery, right? Not on the Forex market. So trading is a difficult thing, but it could be easy if you go the right way. So the right way to go is watch as many videos as you can, diversify the promotional videos and the educational videos, because the promotional videos, they always aim to bring you to a website where they will ask you to open an account for you, to trade for you on your behalf. Don't ever do that, guys. The only person you should trust is yourself when it comes to forex trading. You should be taking the decision when to buy and when to sell, and don't depend on anyone else to manage your funds, because these are all scammers, and one sad day you will realize that you've lost everything. So never give your money to other people to trade with. Whatever they say, whatever they promise, whatever certificates they show you, it's all scam. Okay, stay away from that. And from there, when you gain enough knowledge and you want to test things out, go for a demo account. Practice as much as you want. You can always restart it. And in the next video, I'll be showing you a few strategies that you can use, and you will see that it's not really hard if you do it the right way. But don't try to make quick money from forex trading. That's not the idea. If you want to make some quick cash and get out, it's not for you. That's not the forex market. It's not the reality. You need patience, time, and you need to be very careful where you put your money. Okay, guys? So I'll be recording as soon as I'm home. I will be recording a video, a continuation of that one, where I will show you how actually it works when we do forex, when to buy and when to sell it, and you will see that it is not hard just funding the money and trading with them, but it is hard to be consistent, and that's why you need a strategy. And in the next video I will show you a few of them. And let me know in the comments if you have questions about selling and buying the forex, the CFDs, and I will see you guys in the next video. Take care and good luck. Cheers.